Everybody, is Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. This Marcellus Wiley, Ryan Clark beef has just gotten out of hand at this point, man. I think, especially just more so on the Ryan Clark side, he is getting triggered by the YouTube streets. And Marcellus Wiley has accused Ryan Clark of race baiting. Okay, he feels that a lot of Ryan Clark's theatrics, his actions, and how he speaks of Lamar compared to Josh Allen, and trying to make it seem like there's something more nefarious going on, as opposed to with Lamar Jackson, with the criticism that Lamar gets compared to Josh Allen. Ryan Clark has a different kind of energy, and that kind of gives Marcellus Wiley and guys like Jason Whitlock some inkling that this is more than football. Okay, and not to defend Ryan Clark, but I feel like Ryan Clark wants the same level of criticism to be applied to Josh Allen that's being applied to Lamar Jackson. Now, the way I view it, I feel like Josh Allen has gotten a lot of criticism for his play, especially last season, just the up and downs, the turnovers and everything. Josh Allen has definitely gotten his share of criticism. I don't really see the talks of criticism of Lamar Jackson as a black quarterback in terms of, now, like, of course, we understood when he first came into the league or in the draft, he was told to be a wide receiver or running back or some nonsense like that, right? Despite winning the Heisman Trophy, and that was pretty messed up, okay? And Lamar Jackson has debunked all that. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the NFL, if not one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, albeit minus accolades. Okay, like, I mean, you can put Patrick Mahomes in a different category, and then in itself, and then the other category of the elite quarterbacks is the Josh Allens, Lamar Jacksons, and the Joe Burrows. Okay, those are the guys in that tier, in that group, and he's in there. Okay, so so basically, Ryan Clark is getting upset with Marcellus Wiley for being on his neck. Okay, this is YouTube, man. These guys aren't on TV anymore. Okay, they have a lot of time to be coming at you. Now, I know Ryan Clark got the Pivot Podcast, but the Pivot Podcast is just more so of these are feature pieces of guests and certain topics they want to discuss. But guys like Marcellus Wiley and Jason Whitlock, these guys are daily podcasters, and they're going to parse you to death nonstop. Is Ryan Clark becoming too emotional for ESPN? Is he? Okay, I made a funny vid, or did a vid with him getting on Molly, but Molly was just being annoying at the time, so that vid was warranted. But Ryan Clark, I definitely mentioned that Ryan Clark can be emotional at times. Okay, and I feel like he's getting emotional now to the point where he is out here leaking text messages, and calling Marcellus Wiley a B. Okay, he's saying that he doesn't want to. He's not going to ignore Marcellus Wiley, and look, you're not going to win this argument. You're not going to win this debate with Marcellus Wiley, especially when he's teamed up with Jason Whitlock. Okay, the pressure just gonna be relentless, and let it go. You got your new money at ESPN. Okay, just stick to doing it on ESPN and just ignore the guys on TV. But Ryan Clark can't do that. Okay, this leaking of text messages. I get what Ryan Clark's trying to do. He's trying to he's going to try to put Marcellus Wiley in a bad light because he feels that Marcellus Wiley is putting Ryan Clark in a bad light for trying to race bait. And I mean, look, I can't disagree with him too much with Marcellus Wiley, because I can definitely see elements of Ryan Clark somewhat trying to elude, or the way his theatrics are, it can come across as race bait. Now, I don't know what's in Ryan Clark's heart. I don't know what's in his mind. Okay, I haven't heard Ryan Clark. Maybe I missed a clip of Ryan Clark saying that Josh Allen gets better treatment or less criticism because he's a white quarterback compared to the criticism that Lamar Jackson gets a black quarterback. I don't get a sense of that. I don't see that. Especially as of recent, I think everybody's been fair on the criticism of Lamar Jackson. I mean, people who criticize Lamar Jackson, who wouldn't want Lamar Jackson on their team if you had a quarterback opening and you can get a Lamar Jackson? Nobody's going to complain about having Lamar Jackson on their team. Okay, but what we are talking about is just the playoff performances, albeit this last playoff performance is not all entirely on Lamar Jackson's feet. Absolutely not. Probably one of his one of his best playoff games outside the 2 first half turnovers that he overcame. And this is just another hurdle that he's going to have to get through in his career. Okay, I didn't see a lot of Lamar Jackson vitriol and venom, honestly. I did not on social media. I did not see it. I think the criticism has been fair as of recent Lamar Jackson. I know this was a big playoff run potential for Lamar Jackson, and he came up short. But I didn't watch that game thinking, man, Lamar Jackson, this is his fault. He just can't get it done. he'll never be able to get it done. I didn't see the lack of an ability to get it done. I just saw that, you know what, it was unfortunate. The Buffalo Bills just had a better game plan. They made it simply just protect the football, run it, and make no mistakes, and they capitalized on the short field game advantage. And Mark Andrews, he cost them the game. Okay, I don't care about the first half interceptions. And when I say costing the game, when I say the Bills probably couldn't have won it still in overtime or make a last drive, but we'll never know. That opportunity was robbed by Mark Andrews, who was considered one of the better tight ends in the NFL and had some butterfingers in his game. Okay, but as for Ryan Clark, man, you're on ESPN. You're making ESPN look bad, as if ESPN doesn't look bad enough. When these guys on ESPN want to argue with these internet dudes, when Stephen A. Smith wants to argue with these internet dudes, it looks bad. When Cam Newton want to argue with these internet dudes, it looks bad. And then Ryan Clark is falling victim to it again. This is the new era of sports media. This is new media. Okay, as YouTube guys are growing, as these former TV guys are growing their platform and are talking every day, they can come at you at a level that you can't. You're on TV. Most of your time is occupied being on TV. Okay, therefore, you have to go to X to do things like this and drop in text messages and stuff for your comebacks and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's been reduced to for these guys, and they can't keep it. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he has to do what he do because he's working all the time, so he's working double overtime, to make sure that he's trying to stave off any type of YouTube street pressure off his neck. So he's able to do that. Ryan Clark don't have that setup like Stephen A. Smith to be talking every day on YouTube. Okay, Shannon Sharp, he got the setup to be talking every day on YouTube, which is why every now and then he can address and come back. All right, until Ryan Clark can have a platform like that and come back consistently on YouTube as opposed to X and dropping leaked text messages and all this stuff like that, then it ain't gonna work for Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is gonna burn himself out picking these fights, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think on the latest with Marcellus Wiley and whose side you on this, man. I don't really have a side. I do understand both points, but I am leaning a little bit towards Marcellus Wiley, and I can understand how it can look like Ryan Clark is race baiting. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.